welcome back to the Davis at Home. We have been in our home for about 2 years now, and we feel compelled to come over and do this 1 year home review with you all, especially for those that are considering Ryan Homes or considering building a home, or are, building a home, whatever your situation is, so that you know what to expect after you're in the home. So yeah, I'll let Ash do all the talking in this one because he's more knowledgeable about these kind of things. This video, we are going to share what the 1 year walkthrough was about. They came over and did the 1 year walkthrough, which Ash has shared in the previous videos that you have to schedule it.
It's what I think different construction companies do it. They have their own way of doing this, but this 1 year, I can't remember what the word is that they use for it, but it's basically where they come in to fix any like nail pops and stuff, because when you first build the home, the home's gonna go through a settling period where when it's settling in the ground, things are going to be shifting and everything, so it's inevitable that you're going to get nail pops. So if your builder says, oh no, you will not get none of those, like it's what happens. Because it's settling into the ground. So what Ryan Homes do is they say that after 12 months, because that's where they identified that you're going to see majority of the nail pops are going to appear around that time. They say that schedule it with them. They will walk through, they will fix all the nail pops, and then they'll do any recaulking that needs to be done, because again, things are shifting, so you may see some gaps anywhere, and they will fill those gaps. So in our last video, I think it's like 6 month review or something.
6 months review, yes.
What I said is, don't wait till month 12 to schedule it, because you can do that, and then they say that, hey, we don't have anybody we can schedule until month 13, and then month 13 their built-in excuse is, oh, you're outside of the warranty period. So I said, make sure you schedule it from like month 10 or something, or month 11 for month 12. So that's what we did. And they came in, they fixed all the nail pops. Now after fixing them, I would say majority of them like never came back, but there is like a couple of them that I have seen that the same nail pops has come back again.
I haven't noticed.
It's like, let's say that it was 10 nail pops, right? I would say 8 of them are done, but the remaining 2 is like, but they're not like a big deal.
Yeah.
Not for me anyway. I'm not someone that's too fussy about those type of things.
Yeah. So are like the nail pops, like is it done where they can't come back and fix it again?
Yeah, like it's done.
Okay. Because there's a few things that we did notice. Ash was under the impression that the plumbing was under a 1 year warranty, so after 1 year we couldn't call them back and stuff. So this is what happened to us, right? Had a leak in the ceiling from the kids' bathroom down to our kitchen. It had happened one time before when you were around, I think. I can't remember what exactly it was.
That was our very responsible son blocked the toilet and flushed it, saw the water raise, and then decided to flush it again without telling us anything. Then the water overflowed and still never told us nothing until we seen the water dripping down into the kitchen.
Yeah. So we called the guy that fixed the wall in your your office, and he came, he checked everything, we fanned it and all that stuff. And then the second time it happened was our very responsible daughter was
No, I think that wasn't her fault, but that was when I was in England at the time.
Yes. So Ash was in England. My sister and I were sitting in the living room, and we just saw water just dripping from the ceiling, the pendant lights, from the pendant lights down to the island in the kitchen, and like we freaked out. Of course, Ash was going through a lot. We didn't want to call him to, upset him about it and all that stuff. So we kind of cleaned things up. I can't remember if the pendant lights turned off or something like that, because of that whole thing. So when eventually I had an opportunity to tell you about it, you were under the impression that because it's after 1 year, the warranty for plumbing was no longer valid. So eventually we checked, and the warranty for plumbing actually
It's 24 months.
it's 24 months. So one thing that I will say, my 2 cents, is that make sure you check the warranty of the most important things at least. Like for somebody like me who doesn't really read stuff, make sure you check warranty for stuff like plumbing, electricals, structural stuff like that, so that you can make sure that those things have like a good time period, so that you don't waste your money trying to fix it yourself if it is under warranty.
But what ended up happening with that is it was on one of the sinks, the faucet, the pipe underneath the faucet, it must have had like some slow leak where water would build up inside the cabinet and just slowly was building up till eventually it just started to overflow and start to pour out down and eventually ended up there. So we put in the warranty request, and it did take a couple of rounds before they actually fixed it, because they did send the plumbers right away. They tested it out, they ran the water for a long time, didn't see any leaking happening. So I don't know how this leak happened, how Gabrielle was able to cause it, but it's like it seems like it was like a very unique scenario for it to start leaking water.
Yeah.
So they couldn't replicate it. So then they said, we don't see any issues, so they left. Then I check after a while, I see water again, dripping like in the area in the cabinet. It wasn't coming all the way through, just in that area. So I put another request in. So I think it took like 3 or 4 times that the plumber kept coming out. And it got to the point where the plumber just said, look, here's my personal number. And I think it was the Ryan Homes warranty guy that told him to do that. Here's my number. If you do see it, just call me and I'll come down instead of delaying anything further. Because at this point, we're coming up to like, I think maybe 6 months before the 2 years is up, or maybe a couple of months or something.
Yeah.
But eventually I was able to see what was causing it, and then showed it to the plumber when he came to the house, and he said, oh, okay, yep, I see it. So then he ordered a new faucet, fixed it, and then now the issue's resolved.
Yeah. And then also there was discoloration with the cabinet.
Kitchen cabinet.
The kitchen cabinet. We have white colored kitchen cabinets, and we noticed some discoloration with it, and so Ash was able to get in touch with them.
Yeah, it was like it's like some yellow, like tan looking color, like where you can tell every time you look and see the difference between the cabinets.
Colors, yeah.
So I put in a warranty request for it, and then they just ordered new ones, and it seemed that they are aware that this happens, because the warranty guy was telling me that it's something to do with how they're manufactured or something, that sometimes when they get it from whoever supplies them, they have this issue eventually after some time. So he said, yeah, we've seen this, we'll order you some new ones.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all that we have experienced so far. Oh.
The stairs.
Oh yeah, the stairs was a big deal. Yeah.
Again, for me, certain things don't really bother me that much, but the steps, it's like the first and second step, it's like a creek. So to me, I don't really care so much about a creek, but then it was bothering you.
It was. I'm very heavy footed, so every time I stepped on there, it did a crrr, crrr. And one thing I think you had that. It took a few tries before they finally got it done. They kept saying it was done, and then it wasn't done. So we kept calling them back to do that. We, however, have our son's room, the baby's room, which still creaks. So it's like, when you're a mom and you've tried everything you can to put the baby to sleep, and you put the baby to sleep and you're walking back slowly and you step in.
And I think that one we didn't notice until after the warranty period ended, because with him being a newborn and he was premature, we didn't want to have him in that room by himself to start off, so he was in our room.
Right.
So it's when he got older and the warranty is done that we're like, oh, we didn't realize this one was creaking too.
Right.
Because we wasn't going in that room.
Yeah, we weren't going in that room. So that was, and then the stair, the thing, what is it? The staircase thing. Mm-hmm. You know how they had to come and fix that? Did we talk about that in our previous video? Where it was kind of...
The railing.
The railing.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that before.
So, that was eventually fixed.
Oh, sorry. The other thing on the stairs, where they put the carpet down and you have those pins like that stick up, it wasn't done well, because I think it was Jaden or Gabrielle that she must have stepped on one of them and pricked her foot.
Yeah.
So whoever Ryan Holmes had laid the carpet down, they didn't do it well. So that was something that we put through.
Yeah.
And then they came and fixed that and make sure that they were all tucked in properly and everything.
Right. So how was the process of putting requests in and stuff?
The warranty request is pretty simple. It's just like they give you a website that you go to. You have a drop down of the categories. If it's flooring or if it's kitchen related. If it's kitchen related, it's like, okay, is it for a sink? Is it cabinet? Is it this? And then you have a box where you can put in more information, like detailed information. Then you can upload photos. I think you can upload videos as well. So the more you upload, the more better detailed pictures you upload, the better it is. And then they respond to you like within, I would say, at least 72 hours. One time they took very long to respond, and I think that was with the plumbing one. Like it was about 5 days or so, or more before they actually responded with that one. I don't know if they were they were hoping that the warranty was going to run out, or if they had trouble getting a hold of a plumber or something. I don't know.
Yeah. But so far so good. We've been in here 2 years now. I like it. Mostly we just look around and we like everything. We like how the design of our home is really. And we're still telling ourselves, ooh, our house is nice. So yeah, sometimes we like how simplistic it is. I guess everything that we chose, we really like it. We've kind of grown into most areas of it. I do wish that we had finished the basement with the bathroom down there though. Initially we weren't using the basement that often, but I've been working out down there a lot, and sometimes you're there and you want to use the bathroom and you kind of have to go all the way upstairs to do it. So it would be nice if we had that done. One thing though, that speaking to that is the whole property taxes thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so the reason why we didn't do that option with the basement, because it was an extra cost, and I am big on not being house broke or house poor, and being comfortable with what my monthly mortgage payment is going to be. And a big testament to that, and this would be advice to anyone who is looking to either buy a home or build a home, especially in this current climate with these crazy interest rates, that even though a lender will say, oh, you're qualified for this large amount, you need to make sure that you can actually afford, like, don't, and we've said this in previous videos, don't let them tell you what you can afford. You tell you what you can afford.
Right.
And it's best to give yourself some wiggle room. So like if say you feel like I can afford a $2,500 mortgage payment, try and bring your mortgage payment to like, $2,100 or something. Give yourself a little bit of wiggle room, because there may be situations like one that we are in right now, which is a prime example, that in our county, they increased the property taxes between 31 and 42%, or 37 and 42%, but they increase it in our county, which obviously has caused a whole bunch of uproar with people in the county, and some people even saying that they're not going to be able to afford it, they have to sell their house and all kind of stuff.
Well, 30 to 40 is a big increase.
No, it is. And so with our mortgage, like I believe most mortgages, I think in this country, you have an escrow account, where that escrow account is where you pay that extra, you pay an amount into this account, and the mortgage company takes care of paying your property taxes, your home owner's insurance, and all those stuff, so that you don't have to remember. And they sent us an analysis to say, hey, we predict that it's gonna your sorry, that's the smart blinds closing.
That's smart blinds.
Because it closes at dusk, at
Dusk.
sunset. But anyway, they said that we're predicting this increase that you're gonna have to pay, so there's a shortfall on your escrow account. So it's either you pay like $4,200 something dollars, and your mortgage payment will only increase by like $300 extra a month, or don't pay anything and then just leave it, and then your mortgage payment will increase by like, I think it was $600 something extra a month. Now, if we would have put ourselves in a tight situation with no wiggle room, we would have been panicking right now, because we would have been like, oh my gosh, like if we don't pay this $4,000 something dollars, our mortgage is going to go up by $600 something dollars. Like we're going to have to start having bread and water. So, but fortunately, we are in a position where we have wiggle room. So we opted to just pay the $4,000 whatever, the lump sum, to cover the shortfall, and then just have the mortgage payment go up by an additional $300, whatever it was, a month. But just to make sure that you are aware, because these things can happen. We didn't plan for our property taxes to increase that much. And that's where you can get these situations where you get these surprises, or even things breaking down.
Things breaking down, you needing to add extra stuff, a new baby. So things like that are wonderful surprises that can kind of add up. So just be aware and be very cautious when you are given the amount of money that you can afford, that you make sure that you can afford it.
Because lenders are going off your gross income. They're not going based off your net.
Right. Right.
So, watch our previous videos where we talk about how you can calculate like your debt to income ratio. I can't remember the name of the video, but I'll put it somewhere. Yeah.
But yeah, that's it for today. I hope we were helpful. We really love Ryan Homes so far. We are no way telling you all to go with them, but this is basically our honest review of everything that we have had since we got in our home. So yeah, if you have not subscribed, please be sure to subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment down below letting us know what your feedback is, and things. If you have a little bit more insight for us, we would love to hear from you as well. Other than that, share this video, like, subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Bye bye.